There are two Anarchy servers which are in old versions of Minecraft. These are AlphaAnarchy and 2Beta2t. In this video, I will be explaining to you why AlphaAnarchy is completely awesome and holy, and why 2Beta2t is a piece of human fecal matter that I found on the streets of LA. Now, because I am so talented, I have decided to make this a top 7 list of why AlphaAnarchy is better than 2Beta2t. My first reason why AlphaAnarchy is better than 2Beta is because 2Beta is not a vanilla experience. There are literally Steve mobs that were spawned in at some point. I don't know what exactly they are, but they are mobs that look like Steve. There have been giants, and there has been bedrock. This was removed, but there used to be a bedrock wall at spawn. When it comes down to it, 2Beta is not a vanilla experience. Everything that I've just mentioned would have had to have been added in by admins. The admins have given out bedrock before, and that is not vanilla. That is admin abuse. When it comes down to it, 2Beta2t is basically creative mode. There's a dupe that only requires a container, and you can perform it in about 2 seconds, and you instantly have infinite of a single block. Now you might be wondering, so how old is this? A week old? A month old? How about as old as 2Beta2t itself? It is a public dupe, everyone knows it, and it has not been patched. Now the thing about this dupe is it gives you an inf. What that means is now you have infinite food, which is something that you cannot do in beta. Food is not stackable in beta. That's part of the design of the game, is that food can't stack, and it's a resource that you have to manage. Also, armor is stackable now, so you never have to worry about it running out. If I'm not mistaken, tools are stackable too. Do I need to explain why this is a problem? Now, while AlphaAnarchy has had its dupes, whenever the admins find out about them, they always end up patching them. Yeah, you read that right. There are in-game punishments on an Anarchy server. If you build lag machines on 2Beta2t, you can get your inventory wiped and you can get your chests deleted. Now, I'm on the side of admins that will destroy lag machines for the sake of the server, but wiping the player's inventory and destroying their chests, that's a punishment on an Anarchy server. That's wild. There has never been and never will be anything like that on AlphaAnarchy. Now this next one isn't that major. I don't personally know a lot about it because I'm not too involved in the 2Beta2t community, but I do know that there was a rollback recently to a couple months ago because of a data corruption, but from what I can tell, this could have been prevented by just having multiple backups of the server. Now in terms of community, AlphaAnarchy crushes it. 2Beta2t doesn't even come close. For starters, on average, we are way more active. Our downtime is 2Beta2t's uptime. Aside from actual player counts though, there are other things about AlphaAnarchy's community that make it far better than 2Beta2t's. For example, we've had amazing, immaculate spawn bases like 1K1K and more recently, ITKT. 1K1K had about 25 people at it. I'll put a picture of the signs up on screen, but then ITKT has probably had around the same amount, even though ITKT is a lot bigger in terms of area, which I haven't seen anything like that on 2Beta2t. Things that bring the whole community together. No, I'm not sure if this is still an issue, but I tested it today and I didn't see it. But then again, I only tested it for about 5 minutes because I'm not too emotionally invested in this. But there used to be with an asterisk, because I don't know if there still is, but for the longest time there was a bug where you would place stuff and it would be invisible. And you'd have to reload your game in order for them to show up. If you're a 2Beta player, First of all, join AlphaAnarchy, but second of all, let me know in the comments if that's still around because I don't want to flat out lie in this video. Now, after reading that last point, you might be wondering, why is he talking about masculinity in a Minecraft video? Well, let me put it this way, if you play on 2Beta2t, you're a beta male. Unironically, it is literally in the name, it's called 2Beta2t, and it's called AlphaAnarchy for a reason. This is because alphas play on AlphaAnarchy, and betas play on 2Beta. It's as simple as that. Even a blind man could see it. If you respect your masculinity at all, you will get off 2Beta and join alphaanarchy.net.
Okay, you guys all say join AlphaAnarchy.
Join MC.online or MC.AlphaAnarchy.online.
Join it.
Join
it.
Only
Join
say,
it.
say
Join
2Beta.online.
Join.
2Beta sucks.
2Beta.
Play with us. Not in that way.
We don't like